Rico and Greg Olson with you. The veteran Matt Prater has this one set to get started. And off we go from the Steel City. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback. Here's the former Memphis Tiger, Kenneth Gainwell. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down coming up.
That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. This one grabbed by Austin. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10.
Do a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
On the ground is Jalen Warren. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
2nd down, Rodgers. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think it's a smart play, especially this early in the game. I don't think you want to start forcing throws, take any unnecessary risks. Allow your team to get settled in. Don't have any sudden change turnovers. So I think in the end there, he made the right move.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. 17 yards on that play. That's a Steeler first down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down. John Smith, the tight end. Man, he was looking for there. It's 2nd down. A run with Gainwell. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Like, so often we see when a draw play is called, so much of the success depends upon what look do you get from the defense. In this case, they dial up a blitz. It could be feast or famine. In this case, it's famine. The blitz runs right into the draw. They get stopped. No gain.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Roman Wilson was the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down.
I think that's one he's going to look at on film tomorrow and want back. I mean, there was enough space there to get the first down. I know the ball takes him a little bit out of bounds, but he's got to get your first foot down, drag the second. That's how they teach it. Just can't quite get it done.
The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
I think in today's modern NFL, if you had the ability to create a quarterback and all the qualities that come along with it, Josh Allen's at or near the top of the list, and what I mean by that, Mike, is he's big, he's mobile, he can run to escape, but he can also run as a designed option. And then, of course, in the passing game, he can make every throw. He's smart. He elevates those around him. The last piece of the puzzle, can he get over the hump and have that postseason success to really put him in that upper echelon category?
We'll go back to Shakir. He's got another one. And he'll be taken down after a gain 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain of 24 through the air. First down, Buffalo.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
17 yards as they hook up again and pick up the first.
First down. It's a gain of 17.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive. And as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day.
They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Cole Holcomb in on the tackle.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's into the hands of Coleman. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
4. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Steelers think they've got one, and they do.
You know, Mike, with the importance being placed on yards after the catch, we're seeing more and more guys really emphasize turning into a runner as soon as possible. And, of course, it's a critical part of today's modern offense. But the part you have to remember, the yards are never more important than protecting the ball, so it needs to continue to be stressed. Yes, we want the big explosive play after the catch, but never at the expense of the ball.
The Steelers offense ready now for their second drive. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. Not much to speak of on that one, maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
A-Rod out of the gun here on 3rd down. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Steeler first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
That's just playing quarterback at a really high level, Mike. I mean, once he realizes his initial pre-snap read has changed, he just calmly goes through his progressions against this zone look. He ends up delivering a strike, and they keep the drive alive.
And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll be second down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
That's caught by Smith on the right side. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
3rd and 10.
It is 3rd and 10. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. One incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Good coverage by Hudson. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Bills offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. From the gun, throw here for Allen. That's the linebacker, Alex Highsmith. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
The Steelers offense ready to take over once again. They'll start with a short field, looking for the first points of this contest, and they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll run here with Gainwell, and that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
He was brought down by Madden. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Play action now with Rodgers. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
And he's lucky this one didn't go back the other way, Mike. He got away with just a bad decision, bad throw, and defensively, you get a chance to steal a possession for your offense. You got to capitalize and make those plays.
3rd and short yardage, it's Rodgers. He finds Austin with the grab. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Here's Gainwell, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
I think that's just a case of a right call at the wrong time, Mike. You typically want to run a draw in more of an obvious passing situation. In this case, the defense was expecting run, and they're able to just eat up that draw play.
From the gun, Rodgers. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
He's made his presence felt throughout this opening quarter. They better figure out a way to slow him down defensively. Otherwise, he's in store for a monster game.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Rodgers. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line.
Rodgers now. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Pat Fryermuth, touchdown Steelers.
Like we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. He's got it, and the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Bills 0.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. To return, here's Ray Davis. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bills offense ready to come back out for this next possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the gun, it's Allen. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Joey Porter Jr. got a hand in there and made the play.
Joey Porter Jr.
Yeah, I think he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
On the zone read, a handoff here to Cook. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Third and 9. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10.
The Steelers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Off the play fake, Rodgers. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. Here's 2nd and 2. as we are ready to get back underway. This one complete to Hayward. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down, and it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
Play fake. It's Rodgers. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
2nd and 10. They'll run the toss with Warren. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss. Well, when you call a screen play, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Here's Corliss Waitman now, as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. A fair catch signal and taken at about the 18-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. On play action, here's Allen. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Play action now, and here's Allen. That's to Kincaid once again. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Big play there for the Bills. 38 yards.
That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Bills.
Allen going to give it to Cook. A powerful run just shy of the goal line, but he has picked up the first down. It is 1st and goal.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up 1st and goal.
Cook trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
One more time with Cook. Good blocking, and he's in. James Cook, touchdown, Bills. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bills will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
This is a clear example of a running back who really trusts his speed. He understands if he just holds his line towards the sideline, he's going to outrun most of the defenders on the field. That's exactly what he does. Picks up the first down before being forced out of bounds.
Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Good running inside the 25. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 20. That's a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard
I've always gone
line.
by the philosophy, Mike, that the pass sets up the run. And in these last 2 plays, that's exactly what happened. You hit them with the big pass, they adjust. You soften them up a little bit, you take advantage for the big gain on the ground.
And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up first and goal.
More yards.
Really well executed counter run there, Mike. And what you're trying to do anytime on these misdirection schemes is you're trying to get these linebackers that might play at a 4.5 speed to maybe play at a 4.7 speed. The hesitation, not understanding exactly where the ball is going to end up, gives you an advantage offensively, just like we saw here.
Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on first and goal. Second and goal. Here's a run with their tight end. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
Of the goal line. No gain on the play. Brings up third and goal.
A half yard, that's all they need on this third and goal. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this third down a lot tougher. From back at the 5, here now third and goal. The shotgun, it's A-Rod. To the goal line and in. Pat Fryermuth, touchdown Pittsburgh. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
On for the extra point is Boswell. The kick is good, and the Steelers will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Bills 7.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Samuel going to see what he can do. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. The tight end Kincaid in motion. On 1st down, it's Allen. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick 1st down.
At the 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He takes off. He'll take this forward for about 5.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From the 44 now. Here's 2nd and 4. A run up the middle with Cook. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the gun, here is Allen. He gets this complete to Shakir. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
Good for a Bills 1st down. A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Buffalo.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looks like he might have gotten there early. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Allen going to keep it on the zone read. And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short game.
Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. 3rd down coming up.
Been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
To the air on 3rd down, here's Allen. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
The Steelers offense ready to get back at it. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On 1st and 10, it's Warren. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Cole Bishop up to make the play.
The 44-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Warren. And He will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
He'll go right back to Freiermuth. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. These two moving the chains themselves. A gain of 14 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. That one's too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances?
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Pretty obvious this defense needed that play. The entire game from the jump, Mike, it just seems like the quarterback has been way too comfortable playing from the pocket. He's got himself 2 passing touchdowns here already. They got to continue to make him feel this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Oswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bills offense ready for this next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one.
Complete to number 5, Josh Palmer. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
At the 47-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. That's Palmer, the man in motion. To the air. On second down, here's Allen. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. The Bills going to use their final timeout here as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
And a pretty good punt there. A fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Now it's 2nd and 1. From the gun, Rodgers. Metcalf left side, he's got it. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. Clock is stopped with 26 seconds until the break.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 41-yard line.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Here's Rodgers. Throw to the sideline, well done. Good job with the feet, stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes they do, have the first down.
Steelers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
So, halftime straight ahead, and we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Bills offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run. Simple handoff. No gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Cook. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Allen. He'll find Shakir open right side. They pick up 17 through the air. Good for a Bills first down.
17 yards. That's good for a Bills first down. It's a gain of 17
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
In motion goes Cooks. Now Allen on first down. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
21 yards.
Allen to his tight end, Kincaid, and the Bills have a first down.
At the 29-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
They'll run straight ahead with Cook. He'll work forward for a couple. Derek Harmon, first rounder out of Oregon, there for the
2
stop.
yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
37-yard line.
The Steelers offense and their running back, Jalen Warren, set to take over once more. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. A run with Gainwell. Finding room across midfield. And And he'll finally be tracked down at the Bills' 36-yard line.
It's a gain of 27
That's good for 27 and a first down.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
Open man downfield is Freiermuth. He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down. And this
one is pulled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Pat Freiermuth. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Greg, they have such a knack. It's like they're on the same page. The quarterback almost feels like, well, when you were playing, you know where that guy's going to be in the end zone.
Yeah, we used to have a saying, like we say, we don't run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and especially against zone coverage. Down here in the red zone, the rule is if you're open, stay open. Don't run past an open zone to get covered. That's exactly what this tight end does here. Friendly target, ball on time, touchdown.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers move out to a 24-10 lead.
Bills 10.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Davis now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bills offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35. A big play and a much-needed one as well. An even 40 yards.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given. But it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
From the 23, here's 2nd and a yard. He'll step up and run. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1.
First down.
They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
It's the combination of size and speed that really differentiates Josh Allen from the rest of the quarterbacks in the league. So it makes a lot of sense that they're going to get the ball in his hands as often as possible, and we just saw why there.
Davis is in. Touchdown, Bills. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Prater on to attempt the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bills back within 7. It's 24-17.
Bills 17.
So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Williams now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense and their running back set to go once more. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Aaron. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 8.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
They'll run straight ahead with Warren. Past midfield to the 45. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
10 at the 39-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And this time, they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
It was clear this offseason this was an area of emphasis. They wanted to continue to fortify the interior of this defensive line, and with this young player, they think they've got themselves a good one.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Moving left. Now he takes off. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Here's Gainwell, and he will have a Steelers 1st down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
And I think if they didn't get it there, even with the lead, I think that coach is telling them, hey, this is 4 down territory, but that's all for naught now, because after that good blocking up front, he picks up a fresh set of downs.
On the ground, Gainwell, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Down at the 26. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. They'll run here with Gainwell. He brought down inside the 25. Matt Milano there to stop it.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Rodgers. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
On for the field goal, a 41-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
17.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Samuel going to see what he can do. He'll They'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they'll try to keep it going. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
The tackle by Alex Highsmith. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Joey Porter Jr. got a hand in there and made the play.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. Steelers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with 1st down. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Wise decision, especially at this stage of the game. You certainly don't want to force something and let the other guys right back into the game.
It is 3rd and long. Rodgers now. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Shakir to return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Our game here is part of the John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Weekend, a remembrance the NFL created a couple years back. What a great job they did. Because no one deserves to be celebrated more than John Madden on Thanksgiving weekend. Of course, Greg and I, all of us at EA Sports, we hope you had a terrific Thursday and you're setting up to settle in for some great football on this very special American holiday. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. That's Alex Highsmith in for the tackle.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Third down, they need 5. The tight end, Kincaid, in motion. So, back and forth they go as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Here now 3rd and 5. From the gun, here is Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
So we see this more and more often in today's NFL, Mike, where on 3rd down, the ball is actually thrown short of the chains. And there's really 2 reasons. 1, teams are a lot more willing to use 4th down. And 2, they have a lot of confidence in these receivers and tight ends and backs to run after the catch.
Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down by Tre'Davious White. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 12-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll be stopped short of 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
3rd and a yard. Now Gainwell. And it looks like he's going to have that 1st down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
And that's kind of a double whammy of sorts for this defense. Not only do you not get the 3rd down stop, but now this offense, Mike, they're able to bleed even more clock down with this fresh set of downs.
1st down for Aaron. He finds Metcalf on the slant. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. They get 25 on that connection. That's a Steeler 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. 2nd down, Rodgers. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
On 3rd and 1, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then As they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Steelers will extend their lead. Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bills offense headed back to take over once more. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. A run up the middle with Cook. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
T.J. Watt there on the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 9. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Allen to his tight end, Kincaid, and the Bills have a 1st down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here lately.
And he skips away nicely for that first defender. It's a pickup of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. A carry for Cook. He's got it. That's a 1st down at the cross midfield. And down to the 47-yard line.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run the toss with Cook. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
So now they'll throw it with Allen. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
He has to do a better job identifying where the pressure is coming from, Mike, before the ball is snapped. He's got to get this ball out of his hand, to his outlet, to his hot receiver. But then once he senses the pressure, he kind of panics, and it's an easy sack, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Allen gonna throw for it. That's taken in, and he's gonna have the Bills' 1st down on what will be a big play there for 4th and long.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
A dive and a catch. Incredible. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
And you love to see this. You find yourself here in the 4th quarter. Your team is trailing. You're trying to do anything possible to see if you can create some sort of late spark. He goes big-time effort on the layout catch, and he's able to pull it in and see if it could be a little bit of a spark here late in this ballgame.
Joey Porter Jr. got a hand in there and made the play.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
And this defense trying to stiff it. He gets back to the line, and that is it. 3rd and goal coming up.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face 3rd and goal.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Keon Coleman, touchdown Buffalo. Now Prater to tack on the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills are back within 6.
The score, Steelers 30, Bills 24.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steelers offense ready to take over once more. They'll run the draw with Warren. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Traditionally in 1st and 10, Mike, a defense is not playing for draw. So I think in this case, it was their quick reaction to the ball and able to get someone to meet the runner and stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Rodgers. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. Metcalf, left side, he's got it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
A gain of
17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
It is 2nd and 9. Now it's a bootleg with no chance at all. He'll go down. That is Joey Bosa in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down.
pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
There's no need to do anything reckless. It's 3rd and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim, so there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away.
Steelers getting ready to put this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. Room to run at the 35. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
16 yards.
It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd and 6 coming up. A run with Cook. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Towels waving. Steeler fans on their feet. It's 3rd down. That is caught. Cooks gets the grab. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Cook. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
The tackle by Alex Rasmussen. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Steelers' 30-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. He connects with Palmer on that one. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down.
Another Bills 1st down. It's a gain of 6. And the Bills 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. Catch is made there on the left side by Cooks.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball